I just want to explore giving feedback in this format because I find it a lot easier. And I'm personally like just very often using mobile platforms, so it just like directly benefits me a lot to have a good mobile form of linear. But I might send these in like small segments instead of one single long video. And the first thing that I'm noticing when I open up the like landing page is it feels like kind of like limited or restrained in functionality. Like if my workspace is called home, it would be cool if I could like tap on home and like edit the workspace name. If I click on personal, maybe it should like take me to a new window, which is like, the overview of something, like almost like a kind of info page about, because personal, I think is the workspace name. Yeah, home is just a name of like a page in the app. So I guess if I tap on like personal, it could take me to like an overview. It's almost like a profile. Like you can imagine like personal has a picture, information, and also access to like some settings. It could just be a full settings panel, but I think it's cool to have some sense of like identity, like who am I, where are we. You could also have like multiple choices for like if you want to edit the workspace name, just hold your finger until it like kind of clicks, and then there's like a little like editing, like the button converts into like a little text field where you can edit the text. I guess I'm kind of wondering like why that is the logo for my issues. Like for some reason you sometimes see that logo on like iPhone when it's almost like you're gonna scan something. But yeah, intuitively it's just like, is that the most conceptually like immediate idea for what the logo for issues would be? Favorites is like, one second. I guess I kind of like the choice that these are like very central parts of how linear workspaces are organized. Like you have your teams, and there's all these different ways to create custom views and stuff. And it's really like up to you to decide what you want to see. I guess like that works for me. Although it can feel kind of weird if like you haven't chosen any favorites and you don't want to because you feel like it's just kind of more complicated. Obviously it's like kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of odd to have like this favorites tab, but maybe it's fine because you can like close it. This button has arrows pointing in both directions, but in a way like it does mean like expand, but in some ways it's technically just like a drop down. Like you could imagine the arrow pointing down, but honestly, I do like it as it is. One thing that I've noticed is like Teams is such a central part of a workspace, but if you just use Linear as like your own personal to-do app, like I don't just use it for designing software, I just use it for everything. Sometimes it's hard to feel like you can use the Teams functionality like very much because there is no team, it's just me, and like I might want to add individual people into my workspace to like collaborate with me on certain things, but then it's like not immediately clear if that should be a separate team or not, and I'm not totally sure what the solution is. If for some reason it feels like it would be like too many features if you could add individuals and then they don't have to be part of a team, but like you can group them into teams if you want. Like I think that would be a more standard choice, but it actually just feels like it would be too many features. I like how Linear is like super like deliberate in what features they choose. But yeah, I feel like something needs to be said about how sometimes the Teams feature just feels like awkward if you're not really making use of Teams. And other than that, I can send like a second video to talk more about this, but like it would be cool if there's just, it feels like there's more immediately accessible like functionalities from this landing page. Like I can create a new issue here. I can swipe it down, which is pretty good. Maybe it would be cool if there was like a bigger button in the center, which is like for creating new issues, it's like much more fast and immediate to just be like, boom, open it up. And like, you know, you need to kind of brain dump like various ideas you have. Like in the getting things done method, like you're supposed to just brain dump into like an inbox, and then you go through the inbox and kind of like sort it. So yeah, in a way, it's like the home page is kind of meant to be a dashboard, and it could be cool if you had more like dashboard features in there, almost like informational metrics about like how far along are you in various things. To some extent, I sometimes get like information overload when I have tons of issues, and well, I guess that wouldn't happen here, but sometimes when you like look at your issues, it's like there's just like this long list of issues, and it almost creates like mental paralysis, like there's too much information on screen. And yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna make like a dummy workspace so that I can like create like dummy issues and stuff instead of using my actual personal workspace. And then I'm gonna like send more observations. And if you guys don't like this format, it's too time consuming or something, I can record these videos anyway and just put them online, and maybe like refine them into like just like smaller notes that you guys can make as issues.